Hey there, Mercy K. You challenged me to create a video every day. And being a pastor and a podcaster formerly, I like helping people. And so this is a cool medium for me to do that. So I thought I would help people understand one of the very first things that they have to do in order to create a product.
Are you ready? Hey DJ, give me a fat beat!
And in podcasting, as I was writing show notes for podcasters, one of the problems I learned that podcasters had is they did not understand that they needed a product to sell. If they didn't have something to sell and something people would buy, then they were podcasting into poverty because it's very expensive time-wise and money-wise if you hire other people to do things. So I was working for a guy named Ben Adkins, and Ben is an awesome marketer, and I learned a great deal from the year that I've been working for Ben. And one of the things I learned from him is these 4 magic questions, and I'm adding another one, so now we have 5 magic questions, and I'm going to put the link to this down, but to his video about the 4 magic questions down below. But you know, the thing is we hear from all sorts of people who are into internet marketing. We have to know our avatar. We have to know our audience or our ideal customer. And you know, that's very true. It's very important because if you don't know your ideal customer, how do you know what problems they need solved? If you don't know your audience, how do you know how they speak? If you don't know your avatar, how are you going to target the ads to reach them, to let them know you have something that will solve their problem? So knowing this avatar, knowing this audience or your ideal customer is very vital to the success of your internet marketing business or your content marketing business, or really any business at all, even if it's brick and mortar. So you have to know your ideal customer. And I'm not talking about just their demographics. I'm not talking about just their age or their marital relationship or the household income or any of those things. I'm not talking about that or about their psychographics, what they listen to, what they read, their social circles and all of those things. I'm not talking about any of those things. I'm talking mainly about personality. And I want to help you learn how to figure out your audience's personality. Because if you know their personality, if you know their pain points, if you know how they communicate, then it's a much easier task to sell your product to them. And I got these 4 magic questions, and I'm adding a 5th one from Ben Adkins. I mentioned him earlier, and he calls them the 4 magic questions. So I'm giving him the credit for the 4, and then I'm going to take credit for the 5th one because it's something I've learned from observation. First, the 4 magic questions, and I give credit to this guy. He's a genius, and so he gives me these first 4 questions. The first one is, where is your customer? The second question is, where does he or she want to be? The third question, why do they want to be there? The fourth is, how will your product get them there in a unique way? Now, I've added another question, and that is, how do they communicate with you? And so I'm going to go over these 4 questions, and I'm going to use my illustrations and my ideas and my thoughts about these questions. But I learned these questions and the basic general idea of how to think about them from Ben. So thank you, Ben. First, where's your customer? I'm not talking about their street address or their state. I'm talking about, where are they emotionally? Where are they in life experience? What is it that is happening in their life right now that's making them change some things in their life? Maybe it's a struggle with a life issue or a family issue, or maybe it's they need an extra income, or they hate their job and they want to make a new job for themselves so that they can tell the boss to hit the road, Jack, or take this job and shove it. And I'm not even a country music fan, and I know those 2 country songs. So, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Where are they? Where are they emotionally? Where are they in life experience that causes a problem in their life? Secondly, where do they want to be? If they've got a problem in their life, then they want to overcome that problem. If they have an issue in their life where they had maybe a tree fall down on top of their house, like I did while I was in the hospital, and I've got medical bills and a roofing bill now, I've got to find some ways to create some additional income. So where do I want to be? Well, I want to be debt-free. I want to have no problems with my roof. I want to have my appendix surgery, my appendectomy healed up and not have to worry about the pain from all of that. I want to also not have to worry about the medical bills from that emergency appendectomy. All of those things. That's where I want to be. And so I need to know where they are experientially and emotionally. I also need to be where they want to be. And thirdly, I need to know why they want to be there. Well, why do I want to be debt-free? Why do I want to be able to pay for the medical bills and all that? Well, it's because I don't like to be broke and I don't like to be owing people money. And thirdly, because my wife just recently medically retired from her teaching position. So we've got some things happening in our life that makes me want to create more revenue for my family, not just because of the money. The money is a means to the method. It's a means to the ends of being able to take care of my family, of making my wife comfortable in the fact that she has medically retired and not have to feel like she has to go find a job. That's not what I want for her. I want her to rest and to live longer. So that's where I want to be, and that's where I am now. And so there we go. The third question, why do they want to be there? My wife. My family is the reason why I want to be there. You need to know their core reasons. If their core reason is money, and if that's the only answer they can come up with is money, then run the heck as far away from them as you possibly can. And I will tell you why. It's because if all they can think of is money, then they've got a problem called greed. And if they are greedy people, they're cheap people, and they will not pay you what your product is worth. They won't pay you what your solution for their problem is worth. They'll try to get away with as little payment as they possibly can to get as much of your solution as they possibly can. So get out of their playground, because you don't want to hang around with that. So get away from them. If the only answer to their problem is, I just want more money, then find someone else to serve. Fourthly, how will your product get them there in a unique way? Now, here's the cool thing about this. Whatever you create will be a unique product. Why? Because only you have the brain and thought patterns that you have. Only you have the experience in life that you have. And only you did the specific research you did to help solve this problem in their life. So you will have a unique product. But the question is not what is unique about your product. The question is, how will your product get them to that desired goal, understanding why they want to be there in a very unique way. And so you need to answer that question. You need to let them understand this is why you need what I am offering to you, because I'm going to get you to your desired goal, and the way I'm going to do it is very special for you, and you will enjoy this because of this, this, and this. And not only will you enjoy it, you will benefit from it in this way and this way and this way. Features and benefits. Listen, let me explain something to you I learned when I was in retail sales. Features tell, benefits sell. So you got to tell them what's in it for them, why they will benefit from the feature in your unique product. And so you need to do the work. You need to learn those 4 answers. Where are they now? Where do they want to be? Why do they want to be there? And how will you be able to get them there in a unique way? And do that work. Get everything ready. Get your product ready, created, and published and ready to get out there. And then one more question. The question that I came up with, and that is, how do they communicate with you? I'm not talking about the telephone. I'm not talking about Facebook. I'm not talking about the Messenger and Facebook. I'm not talking about Skype. I'm not talking about any of those means of communication. I'm talking about how do they communicate with you? How do they talk to you? What's the language, the vocabulary, their interests, the commonalities among the whole audience? How will you speak to them in the words and the descriptions that they will easily understand? The reason why that's very important is because that's the content you're going to write. That's the content you're going to put in a video. That's the content you're going to put in a sales message, in an email, or on a sales page. If you can't communicate with them in a way that easily communicates and hits them in their heart and in their mind, then you're going to have a problem presenting something to them, because they're not going to buy from you unless they know and like you and trust you. And by communicating with them in their frame of communication, they're more quickly able to know you, to like you, and to trust you. If you pay attention to them and the way they communicate, you'll want to mirror that back to them as much as you can. Use their words, use their descriptions, use their aspirations, use their experiences. Even if you're telling a personal story about your experience, you want to use their communication skills and levels to tell the story. If you make the character in the story them, without ever mentioning their name, if you're descriptive enough in telling your story that they put themselves in that place, they'll get it. And if they get it, then they're about that much closer. They're about this far away from buying it. If they can get it, they're very close to buying it. So build the relationship, tell the story, do the work, answer the questions. Where are they now? Where do they want to be? Why do they want to be there? How will your product, how will your solution get them there in a unique way? And then finally, how do they communicate with you? I hope those 5 questions help you. Hope you have a great day. Mercy, this is day 2. I got one yesterday, got one today. I'll have one tomorrow just because I like it. And I like the script. Have a good day.